Hey, welcome back, agents, to another episode of Prime Tips. This is a short one. We're going to show you a trick that lets you hack while you're watching the big map. So there may be times that you may want to be moving and hacking. Again, if you're in the car, you'd be the passenger, or if you're driving, you'd pull over to do the hack. But sometimes you may be in an area that you don't know where you're going. So let's look at one of the things you might be able to do. Okay, so this is something you might want to try if you're in a city that you're unfamiliar with and you're trying to get from one place to another place, say across town, and you're not really familiar with the town. And if you've ever tried to navigate using just the scanner, you'll know that it's kind of hard to figure out if I turn left, turn right, where am I going? So you kind of need the big picture, but maybe you also want to play as you go along the way. So this is kind of particular to your phone, but you want to use split screen. Now I'm doing this on split screen on an Android phone, but you might be able to do it on others. So I have up IITC and I also have up the scanner. So I'll click and my particular phone, I hit the icon at the top and I'll open up in split view and it says, what do you want at the bottom?
4% XM reserves.
And there it's at the bottom.
4%.
So you notice that I'm zoomed out so close enough here that I can see portals, but I can't see where I'm going. So if I keep zooming in, and actually there I'm zooming out instead of zooming in, and I'm wanting to get to the bookmarked portal that's going to be down lower right. So that's my target. There I can see where I'm going. And as it refreshes, you'll see that it gets rid of all the neutrals, so I don't really know where the neutrals are at. But since I can navigate, now I can see that that's where I'm going. So I get a general idea of where I want to go.
97%.
And then on the top, I still have the scanner running. So I can kind of keep track of where I'm going down the road in the big picture. But also I have the ability to hack whenever I pull over along the way. So I can control both of them. So I can see that, hey, I'm coming into a whole bunch of portals up here.
XM reserves.
And maybe I want to do something with those. And I can see on the map about where I'm going. So, just a trick, especially if you find yourself in an anomaly and you need to go across town or something, and you want to keep track of the big picture and the little picture at the same time, you can do that. And on my phone, I can even adjust how much is devoted to each one. All right. And I would say you could probably hack and deploy stuff like that in that multi-screen view. It's going to be a little bit smaller and a little different, but you should be able to get by with it. I wouldn't suggest glyphing. Because your muscle memory is going to be off a little bit. So it's not going to be exactly what you think. And it doesn't have to be IITC down at the bottom. It could just be Google Maps. And you will notice that I did have on the agent location, so I knew where I was at on the map. But just a short one. Maybe I'll see you in the field sometime soon, agents. So long.